In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create a transparent glass-like material in Blender. I'll be using version 2.9. So the first thing we're going to do, you can use the default cube if you want. I'm not going to. I like using a sphere better, so click Shift-A to add, go to Mesh, and select UV Sphere. G to grab, Z on the Z-axis to move it up and down. Now click Shift-A to add, go to Mesh, Plane. Scale that. I like to do the plane, that way you can see what's going through the glass, otherwise it's kind of hard to see. So we're going to make this the glass material, and you won't really be able to tell it's glass unless there's something behind it, and since there's nothing actually in the scene, we're going to add something. So I'm going to Mesh, Cube, G to grab, Z to move it up, G to grab, X to move it back. So now when we make this transparent, you can see there's something behind it, just for our test. So now we're going to select the object we want to make transparent, so move this sphere, go over here to the Material Properties tab, and create New. So now we're going to need to, if you want to see the glass, you have to change the view. So right now we were in viewport shading, then there's texture. We want to be in rendered view, because you won't be able to see the glass unless you're in rendered view. Now we're going to scroll down to where it says transmission. This is my favorite method to use. If you increase the transmission, you'll see it changes, but you can't actually see through it yet. That's because all these glass materials, you have to be in cycles to use. So select the render properties. Under render engine, select cycles. And now you should be able to see through it. So to show you that, we're going to create another material for this cube behind it. We're going to select the cube, go to where it says material properties, select new, and let's make it blue. So now you can see through the sphere into the cube on the other side. So now let's select the sphere and go back to changing some more settings. So over here, we're in the material properties. If you go to where it says roughness, you can decrease that and you'll be able to see through it a little bit easier. And then you can also change some other things. You can change the transmission to see how see-through it is, the transmission roughness, so it kind of like blurs it out. And another thing you can do is if we select this sphere, click on Control in any number, I'm going to do Control 3, that'll give it 3 subdivision sets, as you can see down here. Now let's go over here to the Modifier tab and apply that. And the more subdivisions you have, the clearer it'll be. Here we can kind of see through it. And there's the cube on the other side. That's method 1. Method 2 is if we go over here, select our sphere, we're going to select a different material. So let's just delete this one by clicking this minus here, and now it's back to normal. You can click New, and if you don't want to go through and manually change that, you can change the surface where it says Principled BSDF and change that to glass. That automatically adds the texture to it, and you can take down the roughness if you would like. That one has a little less settings, but it's a little bit quicker. Now option 3, let's get rid of this material again. We can create a new, go to where it says Principled BSDF, and select Transparent. That'll make it completely see-through, and you won't be able to see it at all, because of a slight outline. Now what I like to do is you can change a color, so you'll be able to see it cast a shadow, and it's almost like a filter, but it's completely see-through. So that might be handy for like a window if you want it to be that transparent, and that works too. Those are my 3 ways to create a transparent material in Blender. Now all of these you can change the color to, it doesn't have to just be this one, and that's how I do it. If you enjoyed the video or learned something, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.